And welcome to the Alcohol Out Loud coffee quest, journey, whatever you want to call this thing, where I experiment with different ways of making coffee, trying to create a cup that I really enjoy without having to add anything to it. Today you're going to see me make coffee with a French press, which is a lot simpler than making it with my stovetop espresso maker. This is a French press. It's basically just a glass cylinder with a thing that goes up and down to separate out the grinds. So let's get to making the cup of coffee. As always, we freshly grind the coffee. Today we're going to use, which is a darker roast, so it's going to provide more flavor than a lighter roast would. Also means that it should have less caffeine. Always make sure to grind your coffee beans just before you're going to use them. And remember to use short bursts in order to protect the coffee beans from burning. Now with a French press, you're not looking for as fine a grind as with espresso. Now, you simply take your grinds and dump them directly into the French press, because unlike with the espresso maker, there isn't a little small thing you put them in, they're just going directly into this glass cylinder. And then we have to separately boil the water. Just like before, I use filtered water because it helps protect the flavor of the coffee. So, you plug in your kettle, and you get ready to wait, just like before as well. Now with a French press, what you have to keep in mind is that you're not trying to use boiling water, because that'll burn the beans. So what you do is you turn off your kettle and wait for the water to stop boiling. Then you just pour it directly onto the grounds. Give it a quick stir with a spoon. Put the lid in place, but don't push the plunger down just yet. And proceed to wait for another 6 to 8 minutes. So much fun. Once you've waited your 6 to 8 minutes, you take the plunger and slowly push it down so that it can gather up every bit of the coffee grinds. And then, pour yourself a nice cup of coffee. Hot, but better than the espresso. Still not as good as I want it to be. Next week, I'll be making coffee in a frying pan. Tune in to find out how that turns out. This has been Alcohol Out Loud. I've tasted it. You might actually want to.